want to talk about a few things in this video. First of all, with time management, and the second one would be essays. So, time management, I've been trying to build a schedule for everything that I'm doing, whether that be reading, studying, writing, exercise, food, all that usual stuff. And one thing I've discovered over the years is that no matter what I do with the schedule, it always fails, because if I miss one thing, it fucks up the rest of the day, because I'm so regimented in time management. The same way we are when if you change your diet. So I predominantly keto and carnivore. So I eat maybe once a day, maybe twice a day. But in the beginning, I'd get those cravings to eat in like breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. I wasn't hungry, but my brain was expecting food. And of course the food didn't come. And so it was like, do you want to get something to eat? And it's the same with all this stuff, in that if I set up a schedule for everything, if I miss one, it kind of screws me up. And then everything else just kind of falls out of place. And then I kind of just give up for the day, which is annoying. I've realized that I can't do it that way. So what I'm trying now is I have a list of stuff that I can do. I wrote a to-do list, essentially. So I write down all the things that I want to do on a daily basis. Writing a book, writing essays, reading, morning, evening, and at some point throughout the day. So in the mornings, I'm reading War and Peace. In the evenings, I read detective fiction before I go to bed, because I don't want to think too heavy. And throughout the day, at some point, I'll be reading Great Ishtar Strong. Those are my 3 books that I'm reading at the moment. I don't chastise myself if I don't read one. If I just don't get around to it, I don't get around to it. But that's why I'm doing this one first, because I want to read it. And I'm actually enjoying it. I didn't think I'd enjoy it as much as I am, but I actually really enjoyed it. Anyway, then we have learning. Right now, I am learning how to write essays, which is this topic of the next part. Then we have content creation, things like this, my Substack, the other YouTube channels, health and fitness, working out, diet, all that kind of crap. And then, of course, work-life balance. As in, when I say work-life balance, I don't mean balancing all this and work. What I mean is, what can I learn that will improve my work? What can I do to level up and get better at what I'm already doing? Because once I've done that, I can ask for money. Yay, it's all about money. And in the side here, I was going to write down the times of day, or at least how long I should spend per day on these things. And I've just kind of realized that I can't do that. I literally can't stick to a schedule like that, because it never works out. It has never worked out, and as far as I'm concerned, will never work out. Not for me anyway. If you like doing it this way because you like that kind of like regimented way of doing things, that's great. But there's a reason why I never joined the military. And that was an option when I was 16. So I wrote the top here, time/daily. Maybe there is no time. Maybe I should just look at this differently. Instead of trying to conform to a book of, instead of trying to conform to a box of time, I should spend as much time as needed in the moment of doing the thing that I'm doing, as in right now, studying, reading a book. No more time management. I'm done with time management. So I read this in the morning, and when I stop reading this, I stop reading it. I don't force myself to continue. When it comes to reading the other books, I'll read a section, a chapter, or whatever, and if I want to stop, I'll stop. If I want to continue, I'll continue. When I'm prepping, writing, or a video, I spend as much time per day on that as possible. And sometimes you just get really into it and you get into a nice flow and you're at it for hours. That's great. Right now I'm studying how to write essays, because I haven't written an essay for like 35 years. I was in secondary school. I was like 15. Did I even write an essay when I was 15? It's been a while. And I'm not talking about writing secondary school or high school essays. I'm talking about writing academic essays, which is a completely different ballgame. So I'm learning how to do that. I created a prompt, which basically, do I have it written down? No, I don't. It's in my computer. It basically states that stop placating me, stop playing nice. Act as a teacher or a tutor. Don't give me the answers, just kind of like guide me through my mistakes. And we had a good time, we had a good chat. Most of yesterday and this morning. And I asked it to, yeah, it worked. And it gave me a better idea of what an essay is, which is notes. I'm happy about that. So now I'm still going to continue studying how to write essays, because if I'm going to write essays, I might as well know what the fuck I'm doing. Because when it comes to this sort of thing, my brain doesn't like learning this way. My brain likes to learn physically by actually doing stuff. And of course, I can't just read books and learn things. I have to do. So I'm going to be writing a lot of essays. And those are going to need to be critiqued, ideally through a more academic lens than just an average reader online. I'm trying to understand the format of them as well. Writing essays. Yeah. Of course, these essays are going to be on the subjects I like. Classics. Old school Pulp Fiction. Icelandic sagas, Norse sagas, Anglo-Saxon poetry. Anglo-Saxon poetry. Maybe even some philosophy. But that's the point. That's the point of doing the essays, is to develop a better understanding of all the stuff that I'm reading. It's not just a matter of I want to read this stuff, as I want to better understand it, I think. And I think that doing essays allows me to break it down and do that. That's going to get me demonetized, isn't it? Not that I'm monetized, so it doesn't fucking matter. I think that's it. I think that's it for this video. It's fucking hot. Where are we? Right now, we're at 29 degrees right now. It's 29 degrees in Britain, by the way, which is, I'm sticky as fuck. I had a shower this morning. I need another one right now because this top, this vest is actually sticking to my back. My forearms are sticking to the table. Anyway, I'm going to go because I'm just re-ambering now. That's a nice breeze just came through and that felt really fucking good.